Chuck trying to take care of business, trying to get control.
Oh!
It's a knockout.
Oh my
It's a knockout.
We're going to discuss very quickly another one of the greatest trilogy fights in UFC history, Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture. Yeah. And holy dog shit.
It is loud here. Tito covers up. Chuck continues to tee up. Combinations, uppercuts. Chuck is at the head. Chuck Liddell wins it.
So Chuck Liddell, okay? One of my favorites of all time. 21-9 overall in his career. He last fought in 2010 in the UFC. Of course, he had that ridiculous comeback fight in 2018, that silly little golden boy MMA promotion against Tito Ortiz, and he looked like a bloated corpse that's been kind of floating around the lake for months. Sorry to be morbid, but it is what it is. I mean, that's what he looked like. But Chuck was known as one of the greatest of all time, okay? For a while there, he looked virtually unbeatable at light heavyweight. There was a time when he won 10 fights in a row, and then another 7 in a row on the UFC. He held the title and demolished everyone in his path. And just so you know, I did meet this bastard way back in 2009 in Montreal, okay? The night before his fight against Mauricio Shogun Rua. The 2009 I'm talking about here, okay? I was with a bunch of friends at a restaurant called Cavalli's. I don't know if it still exists anymore. Very nice place. I saw him come in, and I saw him go right upstairs, and heard a few people say, "Hey, that's Chuck Liddell." I look over. I ran over to him. I'm yelling, Chuck, I'm a big fan. Can I get a picture with you? He says, "You know what? I'm just going to a party, going to get something to eat. Come up a little later. I'll get a picture with you." Of course, always gracious, fan favorite, Chuck Liddell, right? I go up to this party, okay, a little bit later. I make my way up the stairs. I got this great picture with him. And I also got a picture with George St. Pierre, who happened to be there with his posse as well, okay? Great guys all around. Great time. So we were there with Chuck Liddell till about 2 a.m., okay? 2 a.m. In the morning, 2 a.m. You know what I'm saying? This bastard had a fight the next day. So 2 a.m., the guy's out there partying. Look, man, I don't know how much you've been drinking. I wasn't watching over him. But at one point late in the evening, I asked him, "How do you think tomorrow's fight's going to go?" And he asked me if I stepped in dog shit. Okay? I don't know what he meant by that. I didn't smell anything weird. But he had a very serious look on his face. So I'm wondering, man, how much did this guy have to drink? Really? It was weird. So the following day, his fight against Mauricio Shogun Rua, very disappointing. I feel somewhat responsible because of the partying and all that stuff. But here's what happened.
That right shoulder dropped for a second. Liddell is down. Shogun trying to finish.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad, you know. So anyways, as you know and as you can see, the glory days don't last forever. They don't last very long. The fall from grace with Chuck Liddell was one of the biggest falls in history. He lost his final 4 fights, brutally knocked out in all of them. But let's put that aside for a moment, okay? Let's put that aside for a moment. Randy Couture was also one of the greatest fighters in history. 1911 overall, okay? Former light heavyweight and heavyweight champ. He was well known for his comeback fight after he retired. And he came back and fought the champ at the time, okay? That big tall doofus, Tim Sylvia, known as the worst heavyweight in history. Anyways, he came back at the age of 44 years old and captured the heavyweight title. It was amazing. Well, how on earth could anyone at the age of 44 come back to fight and appear as though he's stronger, faster, better than ever? I have a feeling he was guzzling some of our famous patented blue liquid. So anyways, Randy and Chuck had an amazing 3-fight trilogy that started in 2003. Here's the first fight.
Here in round 3.
Chuck is in grave danger of being stopped here.
Randy Couture. He's jumping down.
He's not defending himself.
He's continuing to bring it. John McCarthy standing closely. Couture trying to stop this fight.
Randy Couture is going to stop Chuck Liddell.
That was incredible. Okay, now at the time, Chuck seemed virtually unbeatable. Okay? And Randy took him down and pounded him out like Randy does. Both went on to have very successful careers. Both knew they'd have to meet again, and they did back in 2005.
Battle it out.
These are real warriors. I mean, they want a definitive ending to this battle. Randy might be hurt.
Yeah, Randy might be hurt. Randy trying to close in though now. And he's down. He's down. And Chuck Liddell. Oh, he's out. Chuck Liddell.
So after that fight, both of them still on top of the leaderboard. Okay, they met one last time in a fight later in 2006, and here's how that one ended.
Leading just a little bit here, Joe. Not too bad, just a little
But
bit.
his mouth is open. You see his mouth open like that?
Oh, big left. But down goes Randy. Chuck trying to finish
He's out. He's
and
out.
it is
He's out.
all over.
Wow.
It is all over.
Look at that, eh? 3 fights, amazing fights, incredible trilogy. Both fighters known as 2 of the best of all time. Both fighters had a huge hand in bringing fans to the UFC, introducing the UFC to the masses because of their popularity. Amazing, man. Amazing. Hats off to both of them. We have to do this, just a quick tribute, a quick cheers to Randy Couture and Chuck Liddell for all they've done for the UFC and for all of us, man. Just a great trilogy, great careers overall. Here's to them. That's not coffee, by the way. Just saying. Yeah, great careers overall. Make sure, make sure you subscribe to this channel for real deal, unfiltered sports news media, MMA as content. It's amazing stuff, and you get your bottle of free blue liquid. It's in high demand, and it's while quantities last. And if you overdose on it, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a risk, because this is what could happen. This is how you could act if you overdose on this stuff. Just follow the instructions, please.
Sounds good to me.
Am I in?
You're in. Let's do it right now. Cut.
All right, next question.